Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for joining me for going through what I'm doing with my ladies in a Zoom class and also in person here on Wednesday using the Peaceful Deer bundle. So this is the stamp set, which is amazing. It's got really nice deer and a rabbit and trees and very good sentiments. And then here is the punch that goes with it as well. So the first card that we're doing is this one. So I'll just find the card. And as you can see, it's a pretty straightforward card. You've got the card there, and then you take out the little pieces that I haven't taken out from your scalloped square. Just take all these little pieces out with a piercing tool or with your take your pick tool. I'm just picking them out now with my fingers. So you just take all of those out and you place that down on the card. And then I'm going to show you how to stamp the background here. So once we've stamped it, you put that down like that, and you put dimensionals behind the tag, and you stamp the lying down deer and the sentiment, and that go at an angle, and this twine will go in the top. So I'll just show you how to stamp the background here. So I've got a piece of scrap paper to put underneath to protect my stamping mat, and I've got some balmy blue ink here, and a couple of trees as well from the set. So I'm going to start off with the big tree, which is here, and we're going to do the technique where you do first and second generation stamping. So first generation stamping like that, and then second generation I'm just going to stamp off and then stamp sort of like that, and then I'm going to do a large tree over here as well, and then I'm going to just stamp off and do one down like that, and then I'm going to use the little trees. And I'm going to do one here and one there, a bit lower down, and I'll just stamp a few off so that you've got a bit of background. Some of this will actually be covered anyway by the tag. A little bit up there perhaps. There we go, so that's fine. Now I'm going to do the stars, and this is in the set as well, this lovely little stamp, just to do some stars as a background. A little bit in there. And that's done and dusted. So basically you have your smoky slate card base, and then you have your scalloped square on top, and then you have the balmy blue piece which you've already stamped, and then obviously you're going to have the piece here with your silver twine coming out on dimensionals. So that's the first card. Put that one away and just close up my ink pad so I don't get ink everywhere. Put that to one side. And then the second card is going to be this one, which has strips of Designer Series paper on it. And I've already actually, well, that's a plain one. So you can choose to either do it plain, or you can choose to have some gold stars stamped on the background. This is the one I've actually given you. I've given you these little pieces from Sweet Stockings dies. And this is what your card kit will look like. And you should have some antlers in there as well. So what I want you to do is stamp in black memento onto the small rectangle of basic white, and do it slightly to the right hand side so that when you actually put it in the punch, you can manage to fit it in. So you just put the punch like this, line it up nicely, and then punch, and there I've got the deer ready to stick on. So basically, just put those bits to the side. You're going to stick the black piece of cardstock down like that, and then I've already cut out these pieces for you. So you're going to put, now if you wanted to, you can stick these pieces of Designer Series on first and just do them sort of at different heights, really, is the answer to that one. And then you could put that on either way. You can put it that way, or you could, if you chose to, put it on with the deer as well. I'm going to put it on that way, and I would just use Tombow. I'll probably put the red one and I'll put the other side like that, just for a bit of variety. So what you could do is stick the strips of paper on and then run it through your cut and emboss machine, which is what I've done here, and I've got snowflakes on it. And then you take that and you'll stick that to your red card base, and then you will stick down this piece from the Sweet Sentiment dies. That will go Sweet Sentimental, and then this will go down like that. and then you'll colour in your deer with blends pens, and then you'll stick the antlers on. What I normally do is I put them like that, put a little drop of Tombow on each one, and then just put the deer on top like that, and the deer will be up on dimensionals. And then you need to stamp the Merry Christmas from the set in real red, and that will go there. And then you should have 2 pieces of holly and 2 berries as well. So I've got one there, and the other one of course has disappeared. It's probably still in the envelope. There we go. There's the berries, and then the holly will be somewhere, and those are the antlers. So basically that's that card. So I'm just going to put that back in there and put that in there. And the gold, what I should have said is that the gold ribbon, sorry, goes underneath the red. So the gold ribbon, I use double-sided tape. That will go down first, and then the red, and then the white, and then the deer. And that's that card done. Okay, so I'll just put that one away. And the next one is called a bay window card, and that's this one. So there is a certain way to do this. I have already stamped. What I've given you is I've given you a rectangle of card. I think that goes that way, like that. Nope. Goes that way like that. So I've given you 2 rectangles of card in this. Just find the kit here. One is slightly bigger than the other. So what I want you to do, so what you'll notice is the smaller piece is for, they're both 4 inches this way. This smaller piece will be stuck down inside the card there, and this green strip will be stuck on like that. And then you will stamp the Sending Love and Peace This Season, put that on dimensionals on that. Let me just stick that to that, and then you put dimensionals 1, 2, 3, leaving this bit free. The reason being, you're going to stick it down on there, and you want to make sure that this bit is free for tucking that bit in to make the bay window. Okay, so that's how you're going to do the inside. These 2 strips are going to go on that thin layer and that thin layer, and this is going to be stuck down all the way along there to the base of the card there, so that that will flap up. Can you see that? Okay, and then I want you to take the larger piece of card, and either you can just eyeball it, or you can take your ruler and mark off a line at 1 3/8, and then from there to there is 1 5/8, and that leaves 1 3/8. So you know that you're going to cut down those lines to do these 2 pieces of 1 3/8, and that's 1 5/8. So I'll just show you the stamping of the trees here. So I'm just going to get some garden green. Oh, and on this small rectangle, you're going to stamp the deer like this in cherry cobbler, slightly to the right-hand side, so that when you put it in the punch, you'll see again that you can just fit it in and with your fingers and just center it, and then you've got the deer there. Okay. So let's do these trees, because sometimes I know it can be a bit strange doing things off the cuff on your own. So I'm just going to show you. This really doesn't matter how you do it, but I know sometimes people get a bit worried, and I've just realised I've got old olive instead of garden green. So I'm just going to swap it with garden green, because that's what goes with the paper. So there we go. Start off take 2, as it were. So I'm going to do that one there. Stamp off a little bit, another large one there, stamp off a little bit, and I could, if I wanted to, do a large one there. And then I'm going to clean it off, and then I'm going to take the 3 trees, and I'm going to do one there, and there, and one there, there, and perhaps one there. So really you can do it each time, but there you can see I've got a tree background, which is the main thing to do. Don't get too sort of worried about how it's going to look, and then you're basically going to cut it I'll just grab my trimmer. I've got the lines there, obviously. Just put it in my trimmer, if you can see that, and I'm going to cut one like that, and then the second one like that. And there we have, so the largest one will go in the centre, so I'll just keep those in order. And you'll see here, that will fit on there, that will fit on there, and that will fit on there, leaving this piece free for a silver strip, and the other silver strip will go on there, okay? And basically that's your card. And obviously you've got your sentiment on the inside. So I'll just show you the card again. That's what it looks like. You fold these folds like that. This red piece is up on dimensionals, so you can fit that underneath. And there you've got your bay window card. So that's that one. And now we come on to the last one. So I'll just put these away and come on to the last card. Right. Last one is probably the most complicated. So this is called the Tower card, and my thanks go to Terry Pocock, who's done a video on this card on YouTube, and this is just about probably the same as her card. So thank you very much, Terry, for that video. And it looks like that from the top, and it flips around like this. So I wanted to show my ladies how to actually put the tower part together. But first of all, before I do that, I will show you what I've stamped. So when you're stamping the pieces to go inside, there are 4 scalloped rectangles. And the best way to do this is the way that Terry did it. I thought it was a very good idea. She put her rectangles out, well, these 2 particularly like that, and you stamp the 2 big trees slightly further down and then clean them, and then the 3 trees together sort of a little bit further up in the middle, and then the 2 trees together further up at the top. And that's going to be this panel and also this panel, okay? So that's those 2. And this one is going to have the Merry Christmas, the antlers there, ready for the red deer. And then the other panel is going to be this one. You just need to colour in that deer. For the stamping of the deer, I've given you a long white strip. You do the cherry cobbler one here with a little bit of space to fit your fingers. A plain one there. These 2 will be punched out. This one will be cut out with snips. And you can colour these 2 with your blends. In crumb cake I used, I think. And that's those. So that will need to be coloured. So then to actually put the card together, this is what you do. You have a rectangular piece like this, and you're going to put tear and tape, if I can find it, which I may not be able to, in which case I'll just have to use Tombow. It's one of those things that I just put it away and I don't know where I put it. So I did use tear and tape before, and you just put the tear and tape down at the side here, but this time I'm going to use Tombow. Thing about and then you're going to fold it over, and you're going to do it so that it comes out like a square, so that you can see it's 1/2 inch. So you just adjust it so that it comes out neatly like a square, and that one needs to be. Can you see that that's a square there? See the square? So you want to make sure it's square there. Basically, this is halfway across, and that's what you want your first piece to be like, okay? So then you're going to stick on the bits of the tower. So you're going to put some glue on here, and the next one's going to go on like this. And then you're going to put some glue on here. And the next one's going to go like that. And then for the last one, you're going to put some glue on here. So basically, it's going to end up like a pinwheel. You'll see in a moment. So that's what it looks like. And then when you've stuck them together, just fold it and turn it to make sure they're all in the right place, that it turns nicely. Might better make a bit of a clunky noise to start with, but it'll settle down. Okay, so now just getting the correct order of things. Doesn't matter really where you put them all, but if you want me to do the same as they are here, I'll just show you again for my ladies for their benefit. So the first one, for example, is that one and this one. And you can actually put them on any way you like, but I'm just showing you, I'm just copying this for ease of. So that's the first one. The next one is going to be, so you move over, next one's going to be this one, and then this one. So this is using the free celebration papers, which will only be available until the end of September. So my ladies that bought this bundle decided very sensibly to get these papers for a freebie, because one of them has the deer on the back that you can punch some of them out with a punch, which is very useful. So that one there, and then this one here. It really doesn't matter what order you put these papers in, but this is just the order that I did mine in, and I think it's the same order probably that Terry did hers in, so thanks to her for whatever order. And I haven't used any of the green ones, as you can see. These are all the red and the Sahara sand ones. So it's real red, and then there's garden green and Sahara sand. So there you go. So just looking at these, the first one is going to be there with, see if you can see, with that deer like that, and turning over. The next one is going to be that one, and then turning over, the next one is going to be that one, and then turning over, the last one is going to be that one. Okay, so I'll just go through it. I would put it in the card like that. It'll fit into a normal C6 envelope. So it says Merry Christmas, then it says from all of us, then it says sending love and peace this season, and then it says let's celebrate. So that's all the stamps and sentiments, most of them anyway, in the set. There's still a few extras, like that goes on the back of the deer. There's the antlers, and there's a piece to go around the neck as well, and there's some stars. So I did have the antlers on one piece that we've already stamped there. And this one I actually stamped the antlers and then cut them out of a piece of basic white cardstock. That's up to you if you want to do that. So I'll just go through the cards again. The first card was this one. And then the next card was this one. And then we came on to the bay window card, which is this one that goes, it goes like that. When you open it up, it would obviously arrive in the envelope like that. And then the last one is the tower card that goes around like that. Okay, I hope you found this video helpful. If any of my ladies have any problems with the cards, let me know. Just to show you, this is an alternative card which opens up like that. That's quite fun. So I really hope you enjoyed doing this class. See you soon. Bye.